Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about 5-channel amplifiers. So we have this Kenwood 5-channel amplifier. It's going to be X802-5, which is a 50 by 4 and 300 by 1 at 4 ohms. So what does that mean in English? So if you look at the box, the way it comes, it's going to tell you it's 50 watts RMS by 4 channels, 300 by 4 ohms, at 300 by 1 by 4 ohms. And then if you look at it, it's going to be 75 by 4 channels at 2 ohms and 500 by 1 at 2 ohms. It's got a variable crossover, 24 dB per octave slope, which is kind of cool. Then you're going to have your high pass, which is going to be 12 dB per octave, A and B channel, and it's got a bass boost. This is a digital amplifier, and you know it's digital because it is small. Small means I don't have a big hand, but that's how big that box amplifier is. The size of the amp is going to be 240 millimeters by 9.93 inches by 169 millimeters by 6.58, 6 5/8 inches. How tall it's going to be is 53 millimeters by 2.116, so that's 2 inches and 1/16 of an inch. Very nice amplifier. It's got a wired remote capability. It also has speaker level inputs, which in the case I'm doing an amp in a car. I'm doing that amp in that car, so I'm doing high level in. I am going to use the an aftermarket radio to do it with. The car did have Mark Levinson's, but we're changing to Kenwood. And what I did discover by looking at the instruction manual is, like I said, it's a digital amp. It's very small. That's what it looks like. So you're going to have your, if you look at the amp, you're going to have your 3 fuses. So that means it's 90 amps of draw typically. So it's 3 30 amp fuses. This amplifier takes a 10 gauge input. 10 gauge, sick. So 10 gauge input. So you got your power input here, and the cover pops out like this. So you can pop that off. So you got your power, your remote turn on your ground, your speaker input. So you're going to have positive, negative on the top, positive, negative on top, positive, negative, and then your sub's going to be up and down. And that's kind of normal with most of the amplifiers nowadays. And you have a sub remote level input, and then you have your low level plug, which is going to be this plug, which fits right there. And then you have your 5 inputs. And then you're going to have on your back side, you're going to have your input sensitivity. So whether you're using high level or low level, you have input sensitivity. You also have you have A, B, and sub. And then you're going to have the ability to switch between your inputs being independent on the sub side or A and B combined. So we'll see how that works out. You got your bass boost, which is from 0 to 18. You got your frequency. So you got 200 to 50 on the sub side. You got 200 to 50 on the high pass side, and like I said, it's 12 dB per octave. This is 24 dB per octave. You also have your switches to turn your crossovers off and on there. It's going to come with, of course, like I said, the cover, the plug there, an instruction manual, which I recommend reading instructions when you're doing an amp, because that's the only reason I discovered what the input on the amplifier was 10 gauge. So with that said, it's a very good looking amplifier. I suggest if you're looking for a very compact, not a major amount of power amplifier, this is not a bad choice. Moving forward, like I said, it's a Kenwood Excelon X802-5. See you in the next video.